Are you trying to be a minimalist? Epicurus, an ancient Greek philosopher, argued that we don't need extravagant pleasures to be happy. He believed that expensive vacations, excessive wealth, and power do not lead to long-term satisfaction. Instead, these pursuits often leave us wanting more, draining our time, energy, and sometimes our morality. Epicurus himself led a simple life, enjoying weak wine, bread, cheese, and philosophical discussions with friends. He found joy in simplicity, proving that happiness doesn't have to come with a hefty price tag. Today, we use the term minimalism to describe a lifestyle that embraces simplicity. In music, minimalism is a style characterized by simplicity and repetition. In art, it involves using simple, abstract forms. Recently, many people have adopted minimalism in their daily lives, reducing their possessions and decluttering their spaces. The core idea is to use the minimal to achieve a goal, whether it's creating art, music, or a pleasant living environment. But can we apply this principle to our overall well-being? How can we live happy, prosperous lives without spending a fortune? How can we be satisfied without the cost? How can we be wealthy with only the bare minimum? Having a lot of money and possessions doesn't necessarily make someone rich. Often, wealthy people crave more and fear losing what they have. They live with stress, mistrust, and sometimes isolation from those less fortunate. They might have material wealth, but often at a significant cost. For instance, someone working 80 hours a week has little time to relax or spend with family and friends, which Epicurus believed were essential for well-being. Studies have shown that working too much is detrimental to our health. According to the American Journal of Industrial Medicine, consistently working more than 40 hours a week increases the risk of coronary heart disease. Another study in the Journal of Occupational and Environmental Medicine found that working over 45 hours a week for 10 years raises the risk of cardiovascular disease. While not all rich people overwork, and not all who overwork are rich, there's a noticeable correlation. Thomas Merton's book, The Way of Chuang Tzu, includes versions of the Taoist philosopher Zhuangzi's classic sayings. Zhuangzi observed that the world values money, reputation, long life, and achievement, while condemning poverty, low social rank, a bad reputation, and early death. He noted that people seek what the world values and avoid what it condemns. When they can't obtain these valued things, they experience panic and despair. They are so focused on what they think they need that they miss out on simple, true pleasures. This constant chase for more can lead to a life filled with stress and unhappiness. Henry David Thoreau, an American transcendentalist philosopher, could be seen as a minimalist. He lived at Walden Pond in a small cabin for 2 years with only the essentials: a bed, a desk, a table, and a few chairs. Thoreau documented his experiences in his book Walden, where he expressed contempt for wealth and luxury. He found joy in simple things like the woods and natural phenomena around his village. Thoreau believed that if he got used to luxury, simple things would no longer satisfy him. He argued that exchanging the simplicity of his village for the extravagance of a city like Paris would be a wretched bargain. Thoreau's philosophy suggests that the more we indulge in luxury, the more we need it to feel satisfied. We get hooked on expensive pleasures, which come with higher costs. This doesn't just refer to monetary costs, but also the cost of our time, energy, and attention. Conversely, simple pleasures are easily accessible and can provide the same, if not more, satisfaction without the hefty price. Robert Chambers, a 19th-century author and thinker, stated that reading is an inexpensive way to derive pleasure. He believed that the best pleasures are the cheapest. Arthur Schopenhauer, another philosopher, argued that intellectual pleasures, such as thought, Poetry, learning, reading, and meditation are the highest forms of pleasure. These activities are often very cheap or even free. Schopenhauer thought that other pleasures, those not of the intellect, are of a lower kind and always come at a cost. Intellectual pleasures can be incredibly fulfilling and come with minimal financial cost. In today's world, access to books, information, and learning materials is easier and cheaper than ever. The Internet provides a wealth of free resources, allowing anyone to engage in intellectual pursuits without spending much money. Epicurus distinguished between moving pleasures and static pleasures. Moving pleasures involve activities that satisfy a desire, like eating when hungry. Static pleasures, on the other hand, occur when a desire is satisfied, such as the contentment felt after a meal. Epicurus believed that the highest pleasures are these passive, static pleasures, which involve no effort and are simply the absence of discomfort or the presence of contentment. Schopenhauer also recognized that happiness largely consists of peace of mind and contentment. However, achieving this requires reducing the strong impulse of human nature, which he called the will to live. This can be challenging, as it requires a level of asceticism that may not be attainable for everyone. So how can we achieve static pleasure? How can we be content more often without becoming ascetics? By focusing on simple, affordable pleasures, we can find joy in the little things that are easily available. These pleasures are not only more accessible, but also save us from the stress associated with pursuing expensive, scarce pleasures. In summary, embracing cheaper pleasures can lead to a richer, more satisfying life. Philosophers like Epicurus, Thoreau, Chambers, and Schopenhauer have shown us that true wealth comes from contentment and finding joy in simple things. By minimizing our desires and focusing on easily accessible pleasures, we can reduce stress and increase our overall happiness. Remember, the cheaper your pleasures, the richer you'll feel. This approach to life not only enhances our well-being, but also aligns with the principles of minimalism, teaching us that less can indeed be more.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch more videos by clicking on this video right over here.